Hello and welcome back everybody. Today we are working on the problem 206 from on LeetCode, which is called the reverse linked list. It's classified as an easy problem, but I wouldn't classify that as an important interview question by its own. However, the question can be used as a sub-problem to more medium level or hard level questions on LeetCode. Okay guys, without further ado, let's move to the board now. So that's the question 206, it's called reverse linked list, and the question states, given the head of a single linked list, reverse it and return the reversed list. Super. So the most important thing here is that we have a singly linked list. What does that mean? That means that all the links in the linked list point to the same direction. They are not bi-directional or anything like that. Super. Okay, so let me. Not that one. Super. Okay, so let's move to the test case. So we've got the representation of our linked list, and the head is in that node. And as you can see, the values increase, and below you can see the answer, which is the reverse linked list. Super. So how are we going to proceed? My idea for that problem is to work with a classical two-pointer solution. So we are going to have one pointer which will point to the previous position, and another pointer I'm going to go for red, which will point to the current position. And we are going to loop over this linked list and break out of the loop when the previous reaches the last element of the loop. Alright, and every time, in order to reverse that list, we need to delete that link. So when we are in that node, we need to delete that link, and we need to reverse it. And by reverse that, what we need to do is the pointer current.next should point to the previous node. But I think it's way easier to see that algorithmically, and that's the reason that I'm gonna move directly to the LeetCode website. Sweet. Alright, so what are we going to do here? We said that we're going to work with two pointers. So firstly, I'm going to define the previous pointer and initialize it as null. And after that, I'm going to have the current, which is going to point initially at the head of this linked list, because we are given with the head of the linked list. And at the same time, I'm going to use a temporary pointer, which will be initialized to null as well. And now we need to loop over that linked list. And here we need a condition. What that condition will be about. So as I mentioned, what we need to do is to break out of the loop when the previous pointer reaches the last element of the linked list. So in that occasion, the current will be equal to null. So what I'm going to type in here is just current different than null. Great. And now what we're going to do is have the previous put it in the previous pointer. Put it in the current.next the value of the previous pointer. So with that operation, we are going to delete that link and set up this link here. Sweet. Next step is to move our pointers one position to the right. So the previous is going to get the value of the current, and the current now is going to get the value of the current.next. But as you can see here, we have ended up in a rabbit hole because we have altered the value of the current.next, and here we need that. So that's the reason that I have used that temporary pointer here. So the first line of the loop will be temporary is equal to current.next. So we temporarily store the value of the current.next in order to assign it to the current position. Super. And at the end, we just need to return so we set the head, so the head is going to be the previous. Let's run that. Super. If we submit it, sweet. Okay, that's all for today, guys. Stay tuned because I'm going to upload also the reverse linked list number 2, which is a bit more difficult. It's classified as medium. So catch you in the next one. Cheers.